Hey, Christ the King, Stephen Piorkowski here. Hope you guys are doing well. Are you bored yet with playing all your board games? Although many of you guys are probably gaming videoly, right? But hopefully you're not too bored. The message I have is not boring by any means. As we roll into Easter, we're going to enter into the Easter octave, a great time of celebration. I think I heard it's going to be raining and dark though during Easter, so now's the time to be a light for the church in this dark time. Literally, by all means. And one of the things I'd like to talk about is the Feast of Divine Mercy, which happens at the end of the Easter octave. It's the final Sunday of Easter on April 19th. Now, this feast was instituted by Pope St. John Paul II on April 30th, 2000. And it was at the request of Jesus himself, who appeared to St. Faustina. In 1930, between the World Wars I and II, Jesus asked that a Feast of Divine Mercy would be instituted. The Divine Mercy Chaplet be prayed, and specifically at the 3 o'clock hour, on Fridays at possible, but on the Feast of Mercy. And it wasn't until 2000 that the feast actually came into existence by John Paul II. Fun fact, John Paul II died on the eve of Divine Mercy Sunday, which was really providential because he was able to receive communion in that final hour. And my whole point in sharing this is that there's great grace that's available at this time on this feast day. This is the image of Divine Mercy, which many of you are familiar with. The two rays representing the red, blood, and the water that flowed from his side when he was pierced on the cross, saying, I love you enough that even if you pierced my heart, I'm still willing to bless you and forgive you. And that's exactly what he's doing in confession, which is why he wants us to run to us on that feast. Here's what he says. On that day, the very depths of my tender mercy are opened. I pour out a whole ocean of graces upon those souls who approach the fount of my mercy. On that day, the divine floodgates are open, through which graces flow. Then he says, on the hour of mercy, if you're not able to make Stations of the Cross, then at least step into the chapel for a moment and adore the Blessed Sacrament. My heart, which is full of mercy, and you should be able to step into the chapel and immerse yourself in prayer. Now, we can't necessarily step into the chapel, and we can't necessarily receive communion or go to confession, which our Lord also recommends on this feast. But what I do recommend is within the 3:30 to 4 o'clock confession time that is available Saturday and Sunday, to come then, or to just make an act of contrition, to also make a spiritual communion within your own house, and at 3 o'clock on April 19th, to pray the Divine Mercy Chaplet by yourself, with your family, to partake of these graces. The Divine Mercy Chaplet will be streamed by Christ the King at that time. May God bless you.